Ayo, what is up and welcome. I'm the one and only WestCoastKing and welcome back to, yes, the Dortmund career, which I know I said I wasn't going to be doing anymore, but things happen. And actually in this case, things don't happen. And what has not happened is EA has not updated MLS rosters yet to reflect the new transfers that have happened since the beginning of January. And since I'm going to be doing an MLS career, I want the newest possible rosters and, you know, the rosters to reflect what it is in real life. So until that happens, and I don't know when that's going to happen, we're going to be going back to Dortmund. However, we're not going to be going back to Dortmund the way we were doing it before. Instead, what we will be doing is what I like to call a super sim career. And if you've ever seen one of my live streams, you know a little bit about this. And what I usually do for a super sim career is I will play one game per month, or if there's 6 or more games in a month, I'll play 2 games per month. So for this series though, I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to play usually 2 games per month. On a rare occasion, I will play 3 games per month. It just kind of depends on how many games there are. And the reason I'm changing that is because A, this isn't a live stream series, and B, I have to take into account the Champions League, which there isn't in MLS, and I usually only do the Super Sim in MLS. So there will be more games per month. Plus, as this is still the main series on the channel, I do want to play a little bit more of the games. So I'm still going to simulate most of the games, but I will be playing most of the big ones. And the reason I'm doing it this way instead of doing another full-blown season with Dortmund is because I would expect the MLS roster update to come out around the beginning of March, which is when the MLS season starts, which only gives us like 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks to get through a full season with Dortmund. And I don't want to just cut it off in the middle of the season. I do want to try to complete another full season with Dortmund. So to save time and progress as quickly as possible, I am going to be simulating a lot of the games. So now that that whole explanation is out of the way, let's jump into the second season with Dortmund. And we are starting off in a transfer window. So this is kind of where we left off. This is the team that we had. I've been having a look at it, trying to address maybe what we could do with this team. In the defense, and I mentioned this at the start of the series, I think at center back specifically, I still want to try to go for an upgrade. Toprak and Bartra far outperformed my expectations for them last season. They were fantastic in there, but I do want to go for a player with at least potential to get up to around where Socrates is at 86 or 87 overall. So with that in mind, I'm going to sell Marc Bartra in this transfer window. It's a move that Dortmund made in real life, and Bartra just was never a center back that I particularly wanted to play. There's nothing wrong with him. I think he's a decent player. But he's not a player that I prefer. And for that reason, I am going to try to sell him. And I'm going to try to go for a player that has good potential and is probably at least 80 overall already. But with that being said, we also got in Herman Conti on a pre-contract to start this season. So he's 78 rated. He's a pretty good backup as well. And if I do replace Marc Bartra with a good center back, I think we're going to be looking really, really good in that defense. And that is just about it. I really don't foresee us making any moves other than for a center back. I mean, I like every other position and the depth in that position. That was our strength last year, was our depth. I expect it to be our strength again this year. Keeping in mind, though, with simulations come more injuries. So we do have to keep that in mind as we move forward here. But I think every position we are very, very strong in the backup spot. So I don't think we need anything else in any other position. I really, really do think we're in a really good spot. So we'll address the center back, and then after that, we'll see what offers come in. We might sell some players if an offer comes in that's good enough, and we might replace a couple players if we do sell them, but I don't really think we need to make any other moves. Now, I know I just said that I wasn't gonna look to move anyone else, but there is one other player that potentially might be sold in this transfer window, and that is Maximilian Philipp. You can see his morale. He's a little unhappy. On top of that, I said numerous times last year, I don't prefer to play him. He just doesn't fit my particular style of play as far as wingers go. He's not particularly fast, doesn't have 4-star skills. I would like a different type of a winger if I could, but I still may hold on to him because he is 79 rated. He'll play well in simulations. So I have to keep that in mind, but I mean, I'll put him on the transfer list. We'll see what offers we get in for him. I still may not sell him. Now, while we're waiting for offers to come in for Bartra and possibly Philip as well, we'll go ahead and re-sign some of the players on expiring contracts. Thankfully, there aren't that many of them. First of all, we have Yido. He was out on loan last year, and I think I'll just either send him out on loan or just let his contract expire. I don't think anyone's going to pay to actually buy that guy, and I don't want him. Socrates, we will resign. Durham, we will. Royce, obviously, we will. And Burnage is the last one, and you know what? I think he might be okay for us. So the first offer we're getting in is for Max Philip. It's from Hoffenheim, which is a league rival and a pretty decent team at that. The offer, though, is 21 million. His value is 16.5. So it's a decent offer. However, I think that I can get a little bit more. And I said, I don't have to sell Philip. I'm fully fine keeping him in the team. So we're gonna sell him. If we're gonna sell him, it's gonna be on our terms. It's gonna be the deal that I want. So instead of 21, let's go. It said we could get as much as 30. So let's go like 20, 27. I think 27 is an insane offer for this kid that almost never played last season at all. But let's go 27 and see what Hoffenheim say. I mean, a league rival, they would have to, yeah, they're only going to go 21. So you know what? I'm not down for it. I'm not down. I don't want to sell him to a league rival if I don't want to. So we're not going to do that one. Hopefully a different team from a different league comes in for him. The next offer in is for Mark Bartra, and it's actually a good offer. His value is 22 million. The offer is 29 million. It's from Roma, which is not a league rival, so I like that. And 29 million is pretty much what almost his peak market value. So you know what? All of those things considered, I like this offer. I think that's a fair offer, and it's one that I'm willing to accept. So hopefully that one does go through and they're able to work out personal terms, and Mark Bartra will be off to Italy. The next offer in is for Andre Schürrle, and it's a pretty decent offer. 22.9 million from Leicester City. But you know what? Andre Schürrle was important for us last season, especially in the Champions League. You saw the important role he played in the Champions League final. This is the type of player you need to have on your bench that can come in and do a job when needed. 80 overall. He's not going to get any better than that, so he's not really going to demand very much playing time. He did get a little upset last year when I didn't play him for like a full month in January when I forgot to rotate my team. But other than that, he was fine coming off the bench as long as he gets consistent playing time. I love having him on the bench. I like the role that he plays, and he plays it very, very well. So you know what? I'm really not interested in selling Andre Schürrle unless he comes to me and says that he wants to be sold. So for now, we're definitely holding on to him. Thankfully, Mark Bartra has been sold. That went through without any complications. A lot of times in FIFA 18, transfers don't work out, but Bartra's off to Roma for 29 million. We get 25 into our transfer budget, which means we have a lot of money to play with when we're looking for a new center back. So while I wait for a couple of scouting reports to be finished on some center back options to replace Mark Bartra, we have another offer in for Max Philip. This one is from Southampton, which is good for a number of reasons. A, they're not a league rival, and B, they're a Premier League team, which means they have buckets of money to spend. So their offer is 21.7, already a little bit better than what Hoffenheim was. So let's negotiate with them. Let's try to crank this up a little bit. I think I'm going to go 27 just like I did with Hoffenheim, although maybe I go 26. Let's go 26.7, and let's see what they say about that. I'm assuming they'll go with that. I think they'll take 26.7. We're willing to give you... Okay, see, I knew it. Premier League, man. It's easy to pull money out of them. It's so easy. Well, that's a good deal for Philip. So back to the center back options here. I have a couple of listed on my short list. The first one is still on there from last year, and it's Issa Diop. It's a player that you guys recommended a couple of times, so I know it's one that you want to see. 21 years old, 78 overall. He's probably the best value that we're going to get. But realistically, money's not a problem for us. We have $84 million or 84 million euros in the transfer budget. We're not going to spend all that anyway, so I don't think money's really really a problem. So I'm not too worried about the money side of things. Kurt Zuma, this is probably the one I'm going to go for. Honestly, we have Herman Conti that we got in. He's 78 overall. Skriniar and Diop are no better than that. If I want to go for someone that's really good, that could really help us in the Champions League, I think that Kurt Zuma is it. So I think that's where we're going to start things off. Like I just mentioned, Skriniar, 78 overall, 23 years old. Not quite as high a potential as Zuma and Diop, but still a decent player. The last one is Manuel Akanji. This is a player that Dortmund has picked up in real life. Has decent potential to him, but at 74 overall, I don't think that's the road we want to go down. I mean, Zagadu's 74 overall. I could play him instead. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to go after Akanji. Like I said, I think Zuma is the best bet. He's the best player on here. I know he's a really good player, and I think he's going to fit our team pretty well. So let's go ahead and negotiate with Mr. Conte here. What are we going to do? We're obviously going to go for a transfer fee. Is there anyone that I have in the team that I'd be willing to swap? I don't think so. Honestly, Isak I'd be willing to at least listen to, but I don't think he's going to be worth enough to really do much. So I think we're going to have to go in with at least probably like 30 million. I mean, we sold Bartra for what, 22? I think, I don't know, maybe 20. Let's go 28 and let's see what Conte says about 28 million. Now, hopefully that's not too low. It was close. They want 32. 32 is fine. I'm perfectly willing to go 32. I could probably negotiate it down a little bit, but you know what? Like I said, money's not an object here. I don't really care. I just want Zuma in the team. So now we can go ahead and negotiate Zuma's contract. This is he wants an important squad role, which means he wants to be a starter. Honestly, Toprak doesn't have good stamina. He's going to start quite a bit. Bartra started a lot. You saw how much playing time Bartra got. I think we can make that work. He's not going to be a full-on starter in the team all the time, but he'll start enough that I think he'll be okay. I want to go as many years as possible. Let's go 4 years there. That's good. No release clause. That's even better. And what else do we have here? Let's see if they start with the money. No, they want me to start. It's going to be at least 120K with a not 300,000, maybe 2.5 million. Now let's just go 3 million. I think it's gonna be at least 3 million. Submit that. That should do it, I would think. That's a fair offer. I probably gave him a little bit too much money, but you know what? Like I said, we have it. We have money to spend. Kurt Zuma's a good player. I'm glad that he's joining Dortmund. And news on the Maximilian Philipp front. He has been sold to Southampton, which I think is great for all parties involved. It's good for us. He gets an unhappy player out of our team and 22.5 million into our budget. Southampton get a good player, and Maximilian Philipp is probably going to get playing time at Southampton. So, like I said, it's good for everyone involved, and it gives us a little bit more money. Not that we need it, but it gives us some more money. We have another offer in now. This one is for Kasper Dolberg. It's from Everton for 30.5 million, and I could probably get a lot more from them as they are a Premier League team, and apparently his market value is between 34 and 51 million. So there is that, but I think I want to try to give him the first half of the season. I said he didn't impress me last year. He really didn't. But I think at 80 overall, he's important to the team. And I think I should give him at least the first half of the season to prove me wrong. So we're going to hang on to him. If it doesn't work out in January, we'll listen to offers. But for right now, we're going to be keeping him. All right, so now we have our first, I guess it's technically a preseason game. It's the German Super Cup against Bayer Leverkusen. They came in runners-up in the league last year as we won everything. So by default, I guess they're in this game. As you will note, our entire midfield is now 84 rated. So that's good. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come, that they'll keep growing. And hopefully it is. Kurt Zuma's going to get his debut in there. I'm going to start him in there next to Socrates. I'm risking it by playing Royce. He might only play like 30 minutes. I really don't want to risk getting him hurt in the preseason, but I do want to give him a run out early on to get his fitness. So that's the team. Let's go try to win a trophy. All right, here we go. Kickoff against Leverkusen in this one. And they've sold some players off, but as I said, they finished runners-up last season. They've done a good job of replacing the players that they've sold. They've brought in the likes of Nzonzi, Walcott, Mandzukic. I mean, they've done a decent job, but their main downfall, I think, in this one is they play a 3 at the back. So this should be fun. All right, here we go. Attack Dortmund. Go to out wide for Guerrero. He does have 4-star skills, and Theo Walcott has a quick trigger on the slide tackle. Not a good look for Walcott. That'll be an early yellow card. Oh, what a ball in. Lewandowski. What? blocked. Who was that? Was it Sergey? Sergey ran right in there. Look at Sergey. Get out of the way, Sergey. Oh, it was actually blocked. That was a really nice play by Bender. Up for Lewandowski. Lewandowski, nice turn there. Waiting for the ball through. It's going to be Weigl. Thought that was going to be Sergey, but that's okay. We'll take a corner from it. We've had the shots. We were getting attacks. We're just not scoring yet. Oh, Bender on it now. He's good. Oh, that's a great one, too. Roman Berkey. This has just been a goalkeeper showcase. These are two of the best keepers in the league, and they're proving it here today. Leverkusen's starting to get their shots, but Berkey's not having it. All right, boys. Let's mount an attack here. Shouldn't be too hard against this three-man defense. And look at that. Already through. Pulisic. Looking back for Lewandowski. Gets his head to it. Lewandowski hits the post with a looping header. That was almost a magnificent goal for Lewandowski. Here we go. Barco coming through. Laying it for Lewandowski. Lewandowski across for Sergey. Pulling it back. All right, we're gonna take our time here. I know we can cut them open if we just have patience and keep the ball moving. This is looking good. Sergey. Nice little move from Sergey. And there it is. That wasn't a great look, but Sergey absolutely pinpointed that shot into the bottom corner with good pace as well. That was a fantastic finish. Bernd Leno had no chance. That was a great play. We just had to be more patient with the ball. They don't have a lot of players back in defense. They like to keep it up in the attacking end. As long as we just keep the pressure on them down here with the ball, they can't do much. And that might have been more lucky than good. We'll take it though. 1-0. We go ball wide for Guerrero, and I actually see. I was trying to get that ball to Barco, but that is one way of doing it. That is an unfortunate miss for Barco, and I don't know how Lewandowski didn't follow that up. He was right there, wide open goal, and Lewandowski just didn't even try to hit that. Dolberg plays it for Barco. Barco back for Kasper Dolberg, and he has the. That is a bad miss. He should have at least been on target. Really, Dolberg. That's not what I wanted. That's not the thing that's going to impress me, man. All right. Their goalkeeper is up for this corner. It's probably one of the last plays of the game. Berkey collects, though. We might have a chance to maybe get something here. A little sneaky play. Ball forward for Barco. Let's see what happens. Here comes Christian Pulisic. And, yeah, I think Pulisic's going to be able to score this one. Here comes Pulisic, and he hit it. To be fair, not a good finish again. He hit it right at the defender on the line, but thankfully he flinched and it just rolled right by him. But Christian Pulisic does score. It is 2-0, and it is game over. And that is the final whistle right after kickoff from that Pulisic goal. So we do win a trophy early on here. You can definitely tell we're a little bit rusty. We definitely need another game or two to knock the rust off, but it was good enough. It got the job done, and it is a trophy early in the season. It's not a very important trophy, but we do get a trophy celebration. So, again, we had 2 of them last episode. Why not start this season off with another one? So 3 days later, we have another one. This is kind of our final preseason game. This is the Copa Europe, and we're taking on Liverpool. Clearly, a slightly different Liverpool than we're used to seeing. I don't remember them having Karim Benzema before, but they do now. And we're going to go with a kind of full reserve team here. We're going to give Alphonso Davies a shot on the left-hand side. I'm now training him a lot to try to get him up there to be the replacement for Maximilian Philipp. Dolberg's going to get the start up top, which is risky. I'm not even bringing Lewandowski for this one. Yarmolenko on the right. That backup midfield, which is so good. Barco, Dahoud, and Dendoncker. And then the backup defensive back 4 as well of Acosta, Toprak, Conti, and Durm. Not sure if Toprak's technically a backup, but he is right now. And then Berkey's going to stay in net. So it is a full kind of rotated team from us. We'll see how this goes. So here's a look at Liverpool's lineup. They have Miguel Layún on the bench as well. They've done quite a few things in the transfer. They have RIVALRY as well. Okay, that's interesting. Nico Elvedi, I think from Borussia Mönchengladbach at right back. This is definitely a different team than the one I played last year in the Champions League. This is a much improved Liverpool team. We'll see if they play any better than what they did last time, because I'm sure they're going to be out for revenge here. Because I think over 2 games in the group last year in the Champions League, we beat them like 9-1 or something. It was not good. We absolutely smashed them. All right, here we go. Ball up. Dahoud. Barco takes it down nicely. Ezekiel Barco. I don't know what to do. I think Götze should still be the starter based on what he did last year, coming up with so many clutch goals. But the way that Ezekiel Barco plays, how quickly he gets the ball out of his feet, the shots he gets on target, and the creativity he brings to the team, I don't know, man. I just don't know. That's what Barco can do. He just doesn't do it consistently enough to really displace Götze out of the first team. So he is still growing. Maybe if we ever get to a season 3, he might actually get to the first team. Dahoud tackled it, and then Alphonso Davies just ran away. Oh, God. Oh, Wijnaldum's running right through my team. Oh, Wijnaldum. Okay, it's 1-1. Yeah, I just couldn't stop him. Every time I switched to a player, too late, he was already by him. That was just not good. He picked the ball up in their half, ran straight up the field past 3 people, hammered it into the top corner. No one even got near it. Well, I can't switch to the right player. Thank God Berkey's still in the game. I don't think our backup keeper stops that one. That was a great shot by Ribéry. I think it was Ribéry. I can't switch to the right players to get in position to stop any of these guys. Can pulled that back in a bad spot, and now we're just through. That was a really, really bad turnover by Emre Can. Yarmolenko slides it by Karius, and that is 2-1 Dortmund. Hit him quick on the counterattack. Emre Can is to blame for that one fully. Okay, well, this is going to be a back-and-forth game, looks like. A goal fest against Liverpool. At least they're scoring. They couldn't really do that against us last year, so already that's an improvement for them. Okay. Oh, what up? That is 2-2. Ooh, this Liverpool team's good. They're good. I hope they're not in our group this year in the Champions League, or we're in a lot of trouble. Good play from, I think, Dahoud getting back to help out back there, which is very nice. I'm not going to argue with that. Wow, Oliver just ran over. Oh, no. Mane just dummied that and sent Acosta to the cleaners. Oh, no, Sadio Mane, and it's 3-2 Liverpool. I don't know how to stop them. Oh, no, it's Mane again. Oh, Berkey had to go full extension to get to that ball. Oh, great. Salah's in the game now. They're bringing Mohamed Salah off the bench. There is Benzema, and it's 4-2. I can't stop this team. I can't. We're not winning this game. All right, Dahoud coming through the middle. He's giving it up for Ezekiel Barco. Spins, gets by one man. Oh, he gets by another. Barco! Okay, Ezekiel Barco, straight from kickoff. Cheesy, yes, but he got one back. It's now 4-3. Still Liverpool. But that just means they're going to get the ball back now, and it's probably going to be 5-3 because I literally can't stop them. I don't know what to do, but at least we're back in it for the moment. Actually, oh, crap. Oh, we're not going to stop Salah, though. He's in, and I cannot get back. Come on, Berkey. Big save, Roman Berkey. Boy, nice ball through for Sancho. Sancho lays it off. Barco looking for the hat trick, but it's blocked. Okay, we're all over Liverpool now. They're starting to go into a defensive shell, and we're starting to open them up a little bit. Here is Barco. Oh, keeps control of it. Nicely done. It's there, and he was onside. Yarmolenko, come on, man. All right, we're going to have this ball. We're going to put it in the box and see if we can't find something. Dolberg on the attack. Toprak, he scores. Toprak scores. Back post. That was not at all what I was trying to do. Dolberg just flat out missed the goal completely, and Toprak was there. 4-4. Less than 10 minutes to play. Oh my good. Now this is a Dortmund-Liverpool game. Where ball is up. Oh, it's not good enough for Dolberg. Wait, Schürrle. Schürrle comes up with the ball. Andre Schürrle. Oh, no. Freaking way. And that's the end of full time. I don't know if this goes to extra time or Schürrle almost was the super sub of the century again. Okay, let's see if it goes to extra time or penalties. I don't actually know. I think it goes to extra time. Oh, I really don't want to play extra time in this match, but okay. 30 more minutes. In the middle, then Donker for Kasper Dolberg. Dolberg's shot crashed off the crossbar. The follow-up from Schürrle. Too close to Karius, and he actually makes that save. Dolberg was almost the hero. Oh, nice play. We actually have that for Yarmolenko. Nicely done. In there for Dolberg. Dolberg, another one. Nice. Through. It's Jadon Sancho. That's why he needs a little bit of training. I'm not quite there yet to get the big minutes. We've choked so many chances. That ball, it actually reached Schürrle. How did that just happen? I have no idea, but we do have that ball for Dolberg. Dolberg looking back for Schürrle. We do have that. Come on, Schürrle. Oh, bring it down. Oh, yes, get it away from Moreno. Ball in the box. It's Dendoncker, and it's right at Karius. This is insane. That's it. It's going to pens. Oh, no. I can't believe this is going to pens. I thought we had lost this for sure, but then we turned around, absolutely dominated the last part of the second half and all of extra time. We should have won this thing. All right, stepping up first, it's going to be Andre Schürrle. He's actually the best penalty taker we have left in the team. And he misses. Well, he didn't miss. That was a really good pen. Karius made a great save. Okay, Sadio Mane, the man I had a lot of trouble stopping in this match. What's he going to do with it? I think that actually hit the post. Berkey had it covered either way, but I'm pretty sure that hit the post instead. But okay, so fair enough. Kasper Dolberg, what are you going to do? Oh, that's going to go over the bar for sure. Oh, he snuck it. It hit the roof of the net. What a shot from Dolberg. Okay, that's not a bad way to reprieve yourself. Is that... Oh, Lallana, that was not conventional, but good pen nonetheless. All right, Yarmolenko on this one. Let's see if we can't go to the left again. He hit the frickin'... How? I didn't even put that much power on it. Come on, Yarmolenko. Unbelievable. Okay. Who is this? Origi. He's going to go to the left. He went right. That was a really nice pen as well. He just sent me the wrong way. All right, now we're under the cosh here, and I have no good penalty takers left. All right, let's go with Acosta. Converts. Way to go, Acosta. Now, Jordan Henderson. Yes, Berkey. I think Berkey saved that one. Hit the post again, but I'm pretty sure Berkey got fingertips to it. All right, Mahmoud Dahoud. What are we going to do, buddy? I'm just going to go right. I'm just going to go all the way right. Yes. Karius is going that way every time. That's the way I like to go, but Karius is going that way. All right, one save, and we have this. It's Mohamed Salah versus Roman Berkey. Salah, a little bit of a short run up. Berkey saves it with his kneecap, and somehow we come back from 2 goals down to beat Liverpool on penalties in the Copa Europa. That is that's what I miss when I don't play in Europe, man. I love the Champions League and the European vibe. They're so exciting. What a game. All right, so I'm going to end the episode right there. I know this is going to be a long one, especially with that one against Liverpool going to extra time and then penalties. So welcome back to the Dortmund career. But I guess the question I have for you guys is, should we look to buy a winger to replace Max Philip? Because honestly, Alphonso Davies didn't do anything in that match against Liverpool. Sancho came on and was more involved, but he's not good enough yet to really make an impact. So maybe I switch the train to Sancho and not buy a winger. I don't know. We have plenty of money to buy one if we want. We still have 70 million in the transfer budget. Some of that would have to go over to the wage budget, but still we have a ton of money. So let me know if you think it's a good idea to buy another winger or not. I could go either way. I could train the 2 that we have in Sancho and Davies, or we could just buy another one that's mid to high 70s. That's what I'm looking for to buy in a winger, mid to high 70s, so that they aren't demanding playing time. So let me know what your thoughts are on that in the comments below. But that is it for this one. If you did enjoy it and you're excited to see Dortmund back for season 2, let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you when we come back for some more Dortmund career. See ya.